Man, you ever walk into a room where you feel like the punchline before you even open your mouth? That's Evelyn Harper for you that crisp October morning in 2023, shuffling into Patriot Firearms in downtown Tulsa, boots scuffed from too many dusty back roads, hands twitching like they couldn't decide whether to wave hello or just hide in her pockets. She's 54, silver threads weaving through her dark hair like secrets she never asked for. And the second that door chimes, it's like the whole place hits pause, guys in camo flexing their ARs, a couple of weekend warriors nursing coffees, and Kyle, the slick 27-year-old behind the counter with his gelled hair and that smirk like he owns the joint, barking out, "Hey folks, knitting class is next door at the craft shop, Grandma. You sure you didn't take a wrong turn?" The laughter ripples out, sharp and easy, because why not? She's got that trimmer in her right hand, the kind that makes your coffee slosh if you're not careful. And in a store like this, stacked floor to ceiling with gleaming steel and the faint tang of gun oil, she looks like she wandered off a park bench lost, harmless, out of her depth. But Evelyn, she just stands there, gray eyes steady as a winter lake, adjusting her faded flannel shirt like it's armor, and thinks to herself, boy, if you only knew the weight these hands have carried, the lives they've steadied in the dark. It starts small, that mockery like a spark you think you can stomp out before it catches. Kyle leans on the counter, arms crossed, all cocky, eyeing her canvas tote like it's hiding yarn balls instead of whatever she's really after. Ma'am, no offense, but this ain't bingo night. This here's for folks who can grip without spilling their prune juice. The crowd eats it up. A burly guy in tactical pants high-fives his buddy, phone slipping out to capture the gotcha moment. And this sharp-dressed realtor type, let's call her Vanessa, all pearls and power heels, pipes up with that honeyed drawl. "Ah, sugar, why don't you try the flea market down the block? They got cap guns for souvenirs." Evelyn feels it, that old familiar burn low in her gut, the one that whispers, "Turn around, walk out. Let him have their laugh," because after all these years, blending into the wallpaper's easier than fighting the current. But no, not today. She's here for a scope tune-up on her old Remington, the one relic from a life she buried deep. And as she sets her bag down slow, deliberate, the tremor dancing like a glitch in the matrix, she catches Ryan's eye, the quiet vet in the corner fiddling with ammo boxes, his jaw tightening just a hair because he's seen hands like hers before, in foxholes where steady meant survival. Evelyn straightens, feet planting shoulder width without thinking, and drops the first bomb. Remington 700 PSS, suppressed variant threaded barrel at 20 inches, not the Civi 24, with a Macmillan stock mod for low recoil. Serial kicks off with PSS 03, if you're tracking inventory right. Silence crashes in, thick as fog, 2 beats, maybe 3 before Kyle snorts, recovering with a wink at the room. Whoa, Grandma's got Wikipedia on speed dial. What next? You gonna quote Call of Duty lore? More chuckles, but thinner now, laced with that uneasy edge, because Evelyn's not flinching. She's scanning the racks like she's memorizing blueprints, and Ryan mutters under his breath, "That's no game spec, that's black budget whisper." From there, it's like watching a slow fuse light up, the room's bravado cracking under the heat of what she's not saying yet. Harlan, the manager with his salt and pepper buzz cut and that perpetual squint from too many range days, pokes his head out from the back, catching her rattle off, firing pin tolerances down to the micron stuff that'd get you flagged on a forum, let alone in a shop log. Kyle doubles down, venom sharpening his grin. "All right, show off. You want the big leagues? Point to the unicorn in row 3, that $45,000 ghost rifle we keep under glass for flexing, not firing." Evelyn's finger lifts, steady as she can make it despite the shake, nailing it dead center. Third shelf, second from left, the one with the custom Cerakote that screams off books. The air shifts. Vanessa's live stream falters mid-sentence. "Okay, y'all, this lady's." "Wait, how'd she?" And Kyle's fumbling keys, jangling them like a taunt. "Unless you've got your ARP card loaded with crypto, dream on." But Evelyn's already rolling up her sleeve, revealing the lattice of scars-cleaned surgical lines from pins and grafts, a faded puckered circle from shrapnel that kissed too close and slipping on this high-tech brace, carbon weave humming faintly like it knows her rhythm. It's no Walmart splint. It's prototype gear from the days when NASA borrowed from Spec Ops to keep fingers dancing in zero-G, repurposed for ghosts like her who traded flesh for function. Kyle sneers, arthritis brace? Hugh try WD-40 next time, but as her palms close around the rifle's stock, that 28-pound beast lifting smooth as silk, the tremor doesn't quit, it morphs, sinking to the weapon's pulse like an old lover's heartbeat. She cycles the bolt, eyes half-lidded, murmuring, buffers .2 off, misfire risk at 10 below, wind shear playing hell on the groups. Harlan's tools confirm it before he even blinks, and Ryan's whispering now, loud enough for the circle to hear. That's not age shake, that's echo from the .50, the kind that lingers after hauling your squad through Fallujah fire. The range door swings open like fate's own curtain call, and they're hurting in curiosity, outweighing the snickers while Evelyn kneels at the line, knees protesting but holding, gloves cracking soft as she molds to the rifle. The target's a fool's errand, a dime-sized brass medallion at 450 yards, dancing in the AC gusts, untouched in 2 years by hotshots who'd bet their trucks on it. One shot, she says, voice low and even, like she's asking for sugar, not salvation. Kyle's scoffing from the booth. Olympic fever dream. Lady, your hands'll turn that into abstract art. But Harlan's clearing the lane, and Vanessa's feed's blowing up. This is either gold or a glorious flop. Chap, place your bets. Evelyn breathes it out, slow and deep, the tremor weaving into her exhale like a secret code, and cracks the first round boom. Echo rolling like judgment, the medallion pinging dead center, spinning wild. Gasps ripple, phones dipping, but she chambers another, adjusts a hair, and splits it clean, brass shearing like butter under a hot knife. The hush is holy now, broken only by her calm call. Last one, I should show its memory, not miracle. Kraken, nothing left but filament swaying, empty air where doubt hung. Ryan's the first to break, voice gravel rough. 18 years slinging lead in sand. Never seen rhythm like that, not with flawless grips. Hell no, not with war's echo still singing. Vanessa's stream cuts, mascara streaking silent apologies, and Kyle's frozen, 911 droning faint from his dropped phone. Sir? You there? Send help. That's when Landon Hayes barrels in, CEO of the Patriot chain, 6 feet 3 inches of ex-linebacker bulk in a rumpled Brioni, face flushed from sprinting 4 flights, because the cams pinged a ghost in the system. He clocks Evelyn at the line, rifle cooling in her lap, and drops thud to one knee, right there in the spent brass, murmuring thick, Instructor Harper, Sierra, 9 program, February 02, you dragged me from that ID crater in Mosul, hands steady while the world burned. The room detonates, phones resurrect, capturing the kneel like scripture, and Landon's rising slow, turning that command glare on the faces that twisted ugly in our back. This here's Evelyn Harper, the Shadow Weaver, ran Quantico's elite long-range school for 27 years, molded me, molded my COs, molded the shadows who ghosted Bin Laden's shadows. That shake? Nerve fireworks from '04, Fallujah yanked 4 grunts from a rollover inferno, shoulder popped, rifle jammed, under RPG hail for an hour straight. Saved 'em all, lost the easy grip forever. Absolute quiet now, Vince whispering judgment, Vanessa's sobs smudging her foundation, the camo crew shrinking like scolded kids. Kyle stammers, but she, and Landon's ice. You? Fired. Pack your ego and go disrespect like that? It's a cancer, and we cut clean. Evelyn lifts a hand, soft but steel. Landon, ease up, the kid's green, saw an old lady and wrote the script. We all trip on assumptions. But Landon's unyielding. No ma'am. 20 chances at decency, 0 taken. Actions echo louder than shots. As the dust settles, stories spill like confession. Sofia Ramirez, the Houston range boss in the back, choking up. You washed me out in '05. Said my nerves froze under sim, fire hurt like hell then. But you nailed it. I teach now, hundreds certified on your wind reads, your ghost drills. Evelyn nods, tremor brushing Sophia's arm gentle. Knew you were a builder, not a breaker, glad the path fit. Then Mason, the lanky kid with the ponytail who'd filmed the laughs, steps shaky. Ma'am, Dad was your '01 class, lost him to cancer last spring. Records blank as a bad check. I hacked the archive, just scraps, but hearing you say he spotted 3 saves in Kosovo? That's him, alive in ink. Tears track his cheeks, And Colonel Lydia Grant Steel Gray Crop, stars on her shoulders, storms in with her detail, envelope sealed like a grudge. Evelyn, Budapest 01, the op that ghosted you. We cleared the board, but new docs surfaced. Ellis might have walked out that blast. Photos, fresh him, or his twin, knee-deep in cartel shadows. The circle tightens, breaths held, because Budapest wasn't just a flop, it was betrayals bite 6 in, intel cooked by desk jockey politics, traps sprung in snow and screams, Evelyn crawling out solo, hands fried on the trigger guard, rebuilding shots from scratch while guilt gnawed like rust. Lydia's urgent. They need your eyes, your recall advising the pull, 72 hours to greenlight. Evelyn's grip whites the photo she fishes from her pocket-faded team shot. Budapest dusk, Ellis grinning snow-dusted. He swore we'd toast Y2K hangover style. If he's breathing. Or bait. I owe the ghosts closure. Mason's breach? A desperate dig for Dad's echo. No malice, just a son's hunger in. Evelyn shields him. Lydia, log it gentle. Boy's got his old man's fire, minus the filter. But peace? Nah, not in Tulsa heat. Kyle bursts back, veins popping. This scripted beast actors, viral bait, my feed's tanking, gigs ghosting me. He lunges wild, blame blind, crashing past Evelyn's sidestep into a case of optic shatter and her bag spills. That Budapest print, creases deep as regrets. He snatches it, triumphant, then crumbles. December 01. You. Real. Evelyn takes it soft, eyes locking his. Real as the hole it left, kid. Stories we tell ourselves? Easier than scars. He folds, knees buckling, and she hauls him up more firm. Young blood airs loud. Questions what tune you play next. VetHub off Peoria needs hands humbled once. Start there, earn the rewrite. Lydia's watch ticks. Brief and 4 ghosts don't wait. Evelyn nods, sliding into the black SUV, Tulsa blurring past as she thumbs the print, tremors sinking to engine hum. Landon clasps her shoulder at the curb. You pulled me from fire once, anything for Budapest, say it. She half smiles. Living true's the payback, always was. The rig pulls, leaving Patriot hushed Harlan etching her silhouette on the honor wall. Policy memos firing off. Zero tolerance on surface scans, because stories hide in shakes and silences. And man, it snowballed. Shadow Weaver lit X like a flare, Vet's unearthing yellowed certs. She ghosted my qual in 03, saved my ass in Hellman. Threads exploding with tremor hacks, adaptation anthems. Derricker, Kyle stares at his dash that night, notifications nuking his feed, but instead of rage scroll, he pings the vet center. Tomorrow, coffee runs, you're on. Evelyn. In that briefing room sans windows, ghosts circling Budapest smoke. She wonders if Ellis waited 24 years for reckoning or reunion, traitor or trapped. The line blurs like old film. Survivor's weight never lightens. It just shifts, makes room for the next shadow. But here's the gut punch that keeps me up. In a world quick to laugh at the limp, the twitch, the too old. When do we pause, really see? Was Kyle's boot to the throat justice? Or just another echo of the packs that birthed him small town grind? Daddy's belt teaching, tough hides weakness. Landon firing him swift, mercy or mob. And Evelyn, diving back at 54, hands dancing unreliable Harrow's folly, or the fire we all chase when regrets howl. Y'all, hit the comments. Where's the line between calling out cruelty and crushing the crushed? Ever misjudged a nobody who flipped your script? Share your ghosts. Let's unpack, together smash like if this rattled you. Sub for more raw reckonings. Because stories like hers? They don't just entertain, they demand we look twice.